Not Uncle Farthest.
Oh.
It's Uncle
Forrest? Hi, I'm Zach.
And I'm Brandon.
And we're?
The Bourbon Bros.
Bros.
You did the honor. All right, guys, as you can see here, we are going to play Battleships today.
Not battleships, battle sips.
Battle Sips. All right, same format as you would normally play like you're a kid growing up.
Mission selected.
New electronic battleship, and we sank their battleship, sir. Isn't that nice? 4 more ships to go.
The only difference is we're going to answer bourbon questions, bourbon-related questions, on any of the misses.
Yeah, perfect. I love this classic game, and very thankful for your wife to make these boards for us. So
Yeah, that'll be great. Let's dive in.
let's do it.
All right, set up these boards. I'm also the reigning champion from our last competition, so I'm gonna do the liberties of guessing first.
Okay. All right. Guess first. Just a little insight. Each one of these glasses is its own individual ship.
Yeah, a bunch of little ships. Let's go with C3.
C3.
Middle of the board. Here.
That is a miss.
Okay. That is a miss.
First question we're going to go with today is going to be, if Superman drank bourbon, what would he drink?
Ooh. Okay, if Superman drank bourbon, what would he drink? Probably something that's just like solid, right? Superman's pretty solid.
Yeah. He's like a business. I feel like he's kind of like a business guy, though. You know?
Yeah. He's a reporter. I'm gonna say Superman would drink Ben Holiday Bottle and Bond.
Ben Holiday as his daily.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna go with A5.
A5. Do something in Battleship. All right. So today we're drinking IBourbon. We both got that poured up in our glasses today. When was the last time you had IBourbon?
I think I've only had it once. It's a very interesting looking bottle. It looks like something that you'd find in Vegas. And so I don't really recall what it tastes like, to be honest.
It's good. No, it's really good. I think it's one of those kind of underappreciated bourbons because it's a lower proof point.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I thought it'd be a nice easy sipper for a game like this.
Perfect.
Well, let's keep moving. Nice job.
If I hit a ship, does that mean I get to go again? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with E4.
That is a miss.
That's a miss.
What's the most underrated whiskey? In your opinion, of course. These are all opinionated questions.
The most underrated whiskey is the small batch Ingram River Aged. I think that bourbon is delicious every time we have it. It's surprising every time we have it. And just because we don't see it all the time on the internet, we just don't drink it that often, which is, I feel kind of sad because I think that bourbon's great.
I think we're doing it a disservice by not drinking it more often.
Yeah.
Because it is exceptional. And it's done well in blinds in the past, too.
Right.
All right.
So
let's keep moving. I'm going to go with A1.
A1. That is a hit. So that means I sip.
You sip. See what you think of the whiskey.
Man, first sip of the day. Oh, it's not bad. It's good. I think it's great for this game.
Yeah.
It's got a very vanilla forward flavor to it.
Yeah. So I believe it is a lot of MGP product.
Oh, okay.
But it's older MGP. So it's some MGP with some age that not a lot of blenders get the opportunity to use anymore.
Yeah.
Which is why I really like it.
It's very smooth. It is a low proof, but it does still kind of bring a little bit of heat, which is nice.
Yeah, a little rye spice.
A little rye spice in there, but the sweetness is definitely coming through on that vanilla.
Yeah, good whiskey. All right, well, I get to go again. Let's go with B2.
B2. That is a miss. A miss for you is a question I get to ask you. What would you say your favorite distillery is?
I think overall...
It's tough because there's like so many craft ones now, and you kind of feel like maybe you should go for craft, maybe you should go for Wisconsin, Legacy.
I think overall my favorite distiller is probably Wild Turkey.
Yeah.
Just because there's really not a product that they make that I don't like.
Gotcha.
So if I was going to say as an amalgamation, as a sum, I would say that Wild Turkey is probably the most consistent.
So what is your go-to Wild Turkey pick?
Russell's Reserve.
Russell's Reserve.
Yeah. Any of the Russell Reserve, but particularly our single barrels.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, chef's kiss.
And you see them everywhere on the shelves. So
Yeah.
good pick. All right, I'm up. Let's sink a little battle sip. I'm going to go with C1.
C1 is a miss.
C1's a miss.
C1 is a miss.
All right, give me the question. Give me the question.
Let's go with a which is better question.
Ooh.
Which is better, rare breed or eagle rare?
Oh, wow. I think they're both great.
They're both rare birds
They're both birds. They both have birds on the bottle.
that are rare.
I like Thanksgiving. I like turkey.
Yeah. Sure.
Wild turkey rare breed is super consistent.
Yeah.
And I think that would probably be my choice.
Going with the rare breed.
If I had to go one or the other, I would go rare breed.
Okay. Make sure you guys light them up in the comments. No, that's a great choice. I don't think there's a wrong answer there. Let's keep going to my diagonal path here. We're going to go with D4.
D4 is a miss. Would you rather own an endless bottle of your favorite whiskey
Okay.
or a bottle that only pours splash of any whiskey?
Okay, so I got a splash of any whiskey,
Okay.
but just a splash.
Yep.
Or one whiskey for the rest of my life.
Or
but it's
only
endless.
one whiskey. It could be your favorite whiskey, but you can only have that one whiskey the rest of your life.
So for the sake of annoyance,
Yeah.
if this is basically a splash, I'm gonna go with the with the one whiskey, endless supply, and I don't know what I would pick for my one.
I feel like it's probably changed for you over time.
Yeah.
Because you used to be like total like Ben Holiday every day, all day, and you still love that, but I think maybe there might be something new that we've tried.
So I still love Ben Holiday. Still would drink that every day, all day. But I would probably go with our Four Roses barrel pick. I think.
Oh,
if
really?
If I was going to pick one to just have as
Yeah.
much as I want, the OESK.
OESK?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that the age on this one's just like it's the perfect age.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd probably go with that. Endless supply.
That's a great pick. I think you can't go wrong with it. Let's go with A3.
A3. That's a hit.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
That's perfect. Drink up. Take a little sip.
Well, I got 3 ships on the board yet.
Well, throw it back.
Battle shots.
These are sips, not shots.
Battle sips. We're classy.
Oh, yeah. Let's go with E5.
That's a miss.
Ooh, that's a miss.
Mix one, dump one, sip one.
Oh, wow. This is an elaborate question. Mix one.
I got your options.
Oh, okay. You got
Yeah.
options for me.
I got your options. Booker's, Four Roses, single barrel strength,
Oh, God.
and Peerless High Rye.
Oh, no. I have to mix one?
You got the dump one and you got the sip one.
I'm mixing the Four Roses, unfortunately.
Wow.
Start with the bad. Even though it's great, I would never. I'm gonna cry. No, it's. I would have to mix that one just because I like the other one so much.
Yeah.
That high rise got a special place in my heart. So I want to say mixing the Four Roses. What are the other ones?
Dump one.
Dump one and sip one. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got to dump one.
Yeah, the dump one.
Oh shoot! No, I guess I'm dumping the Four Roses. I thought mixing was the worst.
Oh, no.
Oh no! So I'm dumping the Four Roses. I'm gonna mix the high rye. Plus, it'd probably be good in a mix just because it has a little more spice to it. And then I'm gonna say that I'm gonna sip the
Booker's?
The Bookers.
All right. I'm going to go with A3.
A3. That's a hit. Wow. That one's out there on an island.
Oh, I got your island one. Good. Very good. Very good.
All right, I will take a sip.
Let's go with E3.
E3. That's a miss.
Miss.
That's a big old miss.
Big old miss.
Yeah, that's. I don't know how you missed that bad.
All right. Okay.
All right, question for the guy that misses.
Why don't you ask yourself a question,
All right, well,
bub?
all right. We're gonna do a which is better. I got a which is better. Brandon's gonna do a which is better.
Okay.
Let's go with Blanton's or Russell Reserve.
Russell's Reserve 10-year, Russell's Reserve single barrel.
Single barrel.
I think I'm going Russell's. Yeah. I think I'm going Russell's there.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, if we went Blanton's Gold's pretty good.
Blanton's Gold is pretty good.
And there's a cash strength version that's also very good.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Brown label. But yeah, I think if we're just going mainstay, I'm going Russell's.
Let's go C5.
C5 is a miss.
Oh my gosh! Did you even put them on the board? Are these aircraft or are they in the waters?
Well, I'm not going to say. What is one thing that could ruin a bourbon experience?
One thing that can ruin a bourbon experience. Someone sticks their finger in the bourbon. Just kidding. A ripe fart. No. Let's see. A bourbon experience. What can ruin that? I'm gonna say the environment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I
choice.
like to drink bourbon according to occasion.
Yeah.
And because I really like to try to appreciate it, so I think the environment, if it's not right, it can kind of ruin the experience.
B5, boy 5.
B5 is a miss. We're gonna go a mix one, dump one, sip one.
Okay.
Wild Turkey 101,
Okay.
Buffalo Trace,
Yeah.
or Elijah Craig Single Barrel.
Ooh. I'm going to mix the 101 because it's got the highest proof and the highest rye content. So to me, that's going to be a good standout in a cocktail.
Yep.
I am going to sip the Buffalo Trace, and I am going to dump the Elijah Craig.
Oh, that's a sin. But it's a lot of hard choices there.
On to the next.
On to the
You're up.
next. D3.
Ooh, that's a mix. Nickname
Okay. Nickname. I already don't know.
for the first head distiller
No idea.
of Jack Daniels.
I don't know his nickname.
A former slave
Okay.
known for teaching Jack Daniel the art of distillation. It's a two-part nickname. There's a bottle of bourbon named after him. First name is Uncle.
Oh.
Uncle what?
Can you hear me in the mic? Oh. Uncle what? Let me think about this one. Uncle what?
Not Uncle Farthest.
Oh,
It's Uncle...
Forrest? Uncle Dearest? What do we got?
You're so close, dude. It's
Foster?
not Uncle Farthest.
Farthest?
Furthest.
Oh,
It's
Uncle Nearest.
It's Uncle Nearest. All right, back to the show. D1.
That's a hit? Dang.
Let's go with B3.
B3 is a miss. Oh, okay. We have a pick one. Pick one. The Packers win next 3 Super Bowls,
Okay.
but you have to watch them all exclusively with Bears fans.
Oh, no.
That sounds like a treat, to be honest. You just get to shove it in their face. Or 1 Super Bowl this decade, but the Bears also win one.
Okay.
Oh,
Well-
that's okay.
I've watched many a football game with Bears fans, and they are the worst.
I don't like Bears fans either.
Yeah, they are truly the worst fans in all of fandom. Period. Worse than Cowboys fans.
Cowboys fans are pretty bad too, though.
But I'm going to take the 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I would take 3 Super Bowls.
All right, let's keep moving.
All right. E1.
What is one thing that enhances a bourbon experience?
All right, one thing that enhances the bourbon experience, let's kind of talk about back to the environment. I think, the people that you surround yourself with is the biggest enhancer of experience for bourbon tasting, bourbon occasions. Surrounding yourself with, a family member or tasting with a family member or your dad, your grandpa, anybody, your best friend, I think can really enhance that experience if the bourbon's good, or even if it's a bourbon that is a bottom shelf bourbon. It all depends on who you're with and the occasion that you're having.
Yeah, great answer. I would have said cigar, but yeah.
I would have it with a cigar.
Yeah. So, all right, let's keep moving. I'm gonna go with. No, you wouldn't do that, would you? All right, let's go with B4.
B4 is a miss. What is the name of raw, unaged whiskey fresh from the still?
White Lightning.
White Lightning is the correct answer.
Okay.
bourbon folk might be familiar with another term.
White dog.
Yeah, a little bark in that one.
All right.
Yep. So white dog with a Buffalo Trace, I think names there's white dog.
Oh, yep. Yep. Or that hooch.
Hooch.
The hooch. All right.
Okay.
My turn.
Hoochie gooch, yeah. That's it. I'm gonna shoot for A4.
A4. That's a hit.
That's a hit. We love hits.
That is a hit.
Took down the big ship.
The big one square ship.
All right, so we're kind of a little barren on this 4 row. So let's just go down the line. B4.
B4 is also a hit.
Very good.
So I guess I have 2 drinks now. You're on a roll. What do you got?
All right, so I want to say we're probably at D4.
D4 is a miss. If you found a magic genie lamp, genie pops out. What's the one unicorn bourbon you're asking for?
Oh, interesting. You know what? It's always kind of been in the back of my head, and I've been like, man, I wish I knew what that was like. Is a Weller 12-year.
Oh, Weller 12. Okay.
I've heard a lot of good things about it. I know a lot of people like it. I like Weller. I like a lot of things that they offer.
Sure.
I love their 107. I think it'd be a great bourbon to try, and it's always one that pops in my head right away.
I'm going to go with C5.
C5. That is a miss.
Right, I guess.
This is an excellent bourbon question for Brandon.
Okay.
We just talked about, Brandon answered the food pairing, right? Brandon's, and this is a kind of big thing with bourbon, I think, is it pairs well with a lot of cigars. Is there a certain brand of cigar that you would choose?
I'm going to say this. It's hard to pick a brand specifically, but I think a style of cigar is probably easier to connect with.
Yeah, sure.
If you're going to go with a spicy, I like to do opposites for me personally.
Okay.
So if you're going to go with a spicier, something that kind of complements or softens. If you're going to go with a spicier bourbon, I'm going to typically pick like a Connecticut style cigar, something that's a little bit creamier, a little bit softer, kind of got a nutty flavor to it to kind of offset some of that spice.
Yeah.
If I'm going to go with like a Weeder, for example, then I'm going to go with maybe a Maduro cigar, something that's going to be a little spicier, pepperier, kind of give you more of that traditional tobacco flavor.
Very nice, very nice.
For me, the EP Carrillo Encore with the Antique 107 is like the happy medium between both worlds. You kind of get spice out of each, and you kind of get a smooth nuttiness out of each.
You're kind of making me think of a quick follow-up. So you have daily sipper, like you pick like your daily sipper, say it's been holiday still or whatever.
Yeah.
What would be your daily, say you have like a daily cigar with your daily sipper, what would that be?
So a daily cigar, easy go-to cigar is the Cafe by Macanudo.
Oh, okay.
It's got a green label on it. It's just a smooth, silky cigar you can smoke anytime of day.
Smooth and silky, just like you get coffee at a cafe.
Just like it.
Perfect. All right. Back to me, shooting for your ships again. So I think we're going to stick in that 4 row because Brandon just wanted to cluster all his ships together. And we're going to go C4. That's the only one I'm missing on that row now.
C4 is a hit.
Oh, it's a hit. I thought it was a miss.
You have officially
cleared the board.
Cleared the board.
Excellent. Does that mean I win?
I think you win.
All right. So this was really competitive. I'm glad that we did this.
Okay. Well, I'm Brandon.
I'm Zach.
And we are the Bourbon Bros.
Yeah. We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.